X, Y and Z are partners in the ratio of 3 is to 2 is to 1. This is the old ratio that is given to us. X retires from the business. On this date, the goodwill of the firm is valued at 3 lakh. Remember, it is the goodwill of the firm. Also, 60,000 appear as goodwill in the balance sheet. Now students, old ratio is given to us and nothing is mentioned about new ratio. So, we all know that in such cases, only this share has to be removed. That means, the continuing ratio or the new ratio of Y and Z would be 2 is to 1 and this would be their gaining ratio as well. So now we have got the gaining ratio. Now students, what about the 60,000? Any goodwill that appears in the balance sheet has to be written off and it would be written off among the old partners which include Y as well. So the entry for this would be X's capital account debited, Y's capital account debited, Z's capital account debited to goodwill. 60,000 is the value that is appearing in the balance sheet. This would be divided in the old ratio of 3 is to 2 is to 1 which comes to 30,000, 20,000 and 10,000. Narration would be being goodwill written off. Now students, coming to the entry through which the continuing partners or the gaining partners will compensate the retiring partner. That is, Y and Z are the continuing partners here and they have to compensate X. So entry would be Y's capital account debited, Z's capital account debited to X's capital account. The share of X is 30,000 into 3 by 6, that is 1,50,000. This 1,50,000 has to be paid to X by Y and Z in their gaining ratio, which is 2 is to 1. So that means Y will pay 1 lakh and Z will pay 50,000. Narration would be being goodwill transferred by gaining partners to retiring partner. So now students, the first entry that we have done is to write off the amount that was appearing in the balance sheet, and the second one is to provide the retiring partner with his share of goodwill which would be paid by the remaining partners Y and Z in their gaining ratio of 2 is to 1.